What's up, everybody? Lost Frostbite, and today we're going to be playing some Boros Energy in the historic format on MTG Arena. So we'll be doing best of one. This is kind of a best of three deck list, just grabbed off of untapped.gg. I haven't been crafting my own deck lists, and honestly, I haven't played Magic the Gathering in a minute. I've been playing some other card games like Pokemon TCG Pocket. So let's get right into it. We're going to be playing a Boros Energy deck, which is what I was playing for the most part when I had stopped playing MTG 6 months ago when this set came out with all these new energy cards. So it's probably more than 6 months ago. It could be even a year. Nonetheless, we're going to start off with a little deck tech. If you want to skip straight ahead into the action, here's a little timestamp, bam, to go straight to the first match. Otherwise, if you want to stick around, let's cover what this deck is going to look like. So we do have our companion. That's going to be Jengatha. It's just standard. He's red, costs 5 mana, and I mean, come on. What are you doing? If you're playing red, you're playing a card that's like, low mana, you might as well play Jengatha. It just kind of makes sense. He fits into a lot of decks really easily. Then we have Fragment Reality, some easy 1 mana removal, exiles non-token artifact, creature, and enchantment. They get to put a random creature card with lesser mana from their library onto the battlefield tapped. If we exile a 1 mana card, that's going to bring in an Ornithopter or nothing, basically. So great removal right there. We got our Guide of Souls. This is some awesome energy generation and some healing. So every time a creature enters the battlefield, heal 1, gain an energy. And when I attack, I can pay 3 energy. If I do, put 2 1/1 counters on a creature that's attacking and a flying counter, and it becomes an angel. So he buffs himself, or he could buff others. That's huge. Next, we got Ocelot Pride. This is a 1/1 for 1 mana with first strike lifelink. Already busted right there. But it also creates a 1/1 cat creature if you gain life in the turn at the end of your turn. And if you have the City's Blessing, which is 10 or more permanents on the battlefield, when you're creating tokens, that's easy to do, it will also double every token that you generated that turn. That is obnoxious. This thing is bonkers and can kind of go off by itself as long as you got some healing. I say go off by itself, but you need the healing. That's where Guide of Souls comes in. Stasis Prison is awesome. So it's a 1 mana enchantment where I can enchant a non-land permanent and it leaves the battlefield. I just got to pay 1 energy per turn. So it's great for a kind of short-term solution because it does give you 2 energy, so it'll last at least 2 turns. But it's also great long-term when we're running an energy-based deck. Then we have Galvanic Discharge. This is a 1 mana lightning bolt, but it can only target creature or planeswalkers, so we can't hit for face. Still fantastic, and still, we'll be able to kill stuff that's a lot larger than just 3 3s or 0 3s, whatever. We have Ragavan. Now, this is a new entry to the deck for me. So 2/1, 1 mana monkey. He's awesome. I actually pulled a Ragavan. Deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, and exile the top card of your library. I can then cast it that turn. He also has dash, which is cool. So Ragavan sounds pretty chill. Dash will give him haste, so he could just hit turn 1 or turn 2. And yeah, it's just nice to have more ways to kind of ramp through the deck, which was an issue this deck used to run into. We have a Johnny, who's fantastic. 2 mana, 1/2. When he enters, create a 2/1 white cat token. And whenever 1 or more cats dies, I can exile a Johnny, have him return to the battlefield transformed. This counts if it's a Johnny that dies as well. If that triggers, I can exile him, and we're in a fantastic spot. God, I hope I'm not wrong. Correct me if I am, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. And his Planeswalker side is fantastic. +2, put some counters on your cats. 0, create a 2/1 cat, and then deal damage equal to how many red permanents you control to anything. Planeswalker, creature, player, you'll be able to do damage to it. Fantastic. And then there's his -4, which is good. Each opponent chooses an artifact, creature, or enchantment, and a Planeswalker from among their non-land permanents, then sacrifice the rest. It's good. I don't typically use it too frequently. Next, we got Amped Raptor. First strike, 2 mana for a 2/1. You get 2 energy when it enters, and if you cast it from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Then you get to play that by paying energy for it. So it's kind of similar to a Cascade, not really, but you got to pay energy for it, so it's really good. Then we have Goblin Bombardment. 2 mana, enchantment, sack a creature, deal 1 damage to any target. fantastic just versatility to have, whether that's sacking a creature for a Johnny or whether that's just dealing 1 extra damage to something the opponent has on the field. This thing is your guy. Next, we have Flage, sort of towards the top end of our deck. 3 mana, 6/6. When it enters, sacrifice it unless it's escaped. So the first time we play it, we sack it. And then we get to essentially Lightning Helix anything for 3 mana. Deal 3 damage to any target, heal 3. Next, we can pay 4 mana. We'll get to exile 5 cards from our graveyard, which we've been hopefully building up at this point, and then cast this 6/6 for 4 mana that will also Lightning Helix again. This thing's fucking broken. Finally, we got the One Ring. 4 mana, legendary artifact, indestructible. When you cast it, you get protection from everything for the turn, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the ring. You can tap it, put a burden counter on it, and draw a card for each burden counter on it. It controls just more card ramp throughout the game. It's really going to allow you to kind of stay ahead of pace or stay on pace while also giving you an extra turn through that protection. So this thing's fantastic. The indestructible line too is kind of crazy. And to close out, we got our mana base. None of this is super important. We got our classic fetches. Of course, we're going to rock. We got 2 energy-based lands, which are great. We put in some Sacred Foundries, put in a Clifftop Retreat. We got a Mountain of Plains. And then kind of the really standout piece is Arena of Glory. It enters tapped unless you control a mountain. You can pay, or you can tap it for 1 mana, or you can pay 1 and tap it to generate 1 more mana. Technically 2, but you lose 1 in the tapping. And if that's spent on a creature, it gains haste. This is great with Flage, so you could just swing for 6 on the first turn that it's out there. And I mean, you're dealing 9 damage then with a 4 mana spell at that point in time. All right, that's it for the deck tech. Let's get straight into match 1. All right, so we're looking at a pretty decent hand here. We got 2 Marsh Flats, a Foundry, a Johnny, Ragavan, Raptor, One Ring. The only thing we need is an Ocelot, and we're killing it. We could be facing a mirror, this chicken ass mirror. All right, we'll just keep, ooh, we could easily be facing a mirror. We will, do I wait till turn 2? We'll wait till turn 2. I'm guessing Ragavan? No, an Ocelot. Okay, we get an Ocelot too, which is nice. We're going to Plains and we'll go ahead and drop a Johnny. This is going to cock block him. So the only thing he could play is a Fragment, which honestly, even if he fragments a Johnny, I'm not really upset. Alright, he does Stasis Prison. A Johnny? A Johnny or my kitty? Your call, bud. Okay. Then we're going to see a Ragavan that's hasted. Now we will just take out the Ocelot. I'm cool with that kill. Oh, you fucking ass. Of course you draw my Ocelot. That's straight luck right there. But it's okay. Alright, we get a second of Johnny. Go ahead and pay 2 for this bad boy. An Amped Raptor. This is greedy. Yeah. Yeah, we take this. It's greedy, but it was worth. And then we'll go ahead and drop our own Ocelot. And we don't heal any this turn, but we get to deal 1 damage. Oof. He just FF'd. Fuck. I'm trying to get content, dude. All right, y'all. I have won the past 3 games in less than 5 minutes, and it's kind of shitty. So, let's see what we can do here. We're looking at not the best hand. We're gonna have to mulligan this. Okay, we can keep this hand, although I don't love it. Honestly, we'll drop the Clifftop. Yeah, the rest of these are necessary. So, Ooh, we're facing mono green. Okay, this is fun. I like mono green. Mono green elves, one of my favorite decks. We don't really care about Galvanic discharging turn 1. He's got 3 mana. Lana War Tribe. Elvish Archdruid. So now's where we really need that Galvanic discharge. Let's go ahead and we'll just grab another Foundry. On his upkeep, we'll discharge it. Actually, we could just do it now. 1, 2. So this will be a game that's all about control. I could use a Goblin Bombardment. Because what are we going to see? Another Lord? Lord number 2. Well, at least we have Flage next turn. We get an Arid Mesa. Let's just wood. We do need to grab this Plains, but we're just going to Flage. Heal us back up a little bit. Now he's down to 2 cards in hand. So I'm not saying he's cooked, but if I was him, I'm cooked. We're sitting on an Ajani still, a One Ring, an Amped Raptor. Like, even if this buddy combos out, which he won't, we're gonna be good. I like this land, or this card sleeve. Ours are cool, but I've been rocking them for years. I'm excited for the new, like, mastery list that's gonna come out. I don't know if that's the right name. The fucking Battle Pass. It's coming out in, like, 2 days, 3 days. Is he gonna timer stall me? Because I've been controlling the shit out of him. I've only killed 2 of your creatures, dude. Wow, are we really getting timer stalled? No, we're not. A priest. Okay. This is where... So we're at 5 cards in graveyard. We could Flage this turn. He's gonna grab a Crater Hoof. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, we get a second Flage. We're gonna Arid Mesa into a mountain. And then we're just gonna play Flage. Isn't that crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit. We'll kill Priest. This is where that Arena of Glory would have really came in handy, but it's okay. Now he doesn't have anything to kill for 6. And he needs 3 more mana. Elvish Warmaster. Okay. He needs 3 more mana. A second Priest? Holy shit. 3 more mana for Crater Hoof is what I was trying to say. Now we can do some cool shit. First, let's drop this Amped Raptor. And pray that it does something cool for us. A Fragment. Alright. We'll just exile this Elvish. There's nothing he's got in deck for 0 mana, so this doesn't really hurt us. We'll probably do the second one, too. And then we're going to swing with Flage, which will allow us to, you know, kill this Priest. Think we're back to timer stalling, y'all. Alright. Not fully committed to the timer stall, but definitely timer stalling to an extent. Let's go ahead and a Johnny. And this will allow us to get even more control on the board once we kill him. Go ahead and kill the Priest. Next turn, we'll kill the War Master. I wouldn't be surprised if he FFs here, though. You can take the 6. Thank you. Nothing you draw wins you the game anymore, bud. Leaf Crown Visionary. Okay. Pay 1. Doesn't pay the 1. Need another Arid Mesa. We'll just crack it. We can grab this. I don't know if paying is necessary, but we will. And then, yeah, we definitely didn't need to crack that. I guess we'll just, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he does exactly 6 damage after we kill the Leaf Crown Visionary. So, we're just going to fragment this Lana War Elf. You know what I should have done instead, which would have been a million times more brilliant? Swing with the Flage, kill the Leaf Crown Visionary, Let him think he's going to get the kill, and then destroy this Lana War Elf. That's what I should have done. But we're back to the timer stall. This is a GG easy game. Oh my god! Alright, let's just play Jengatha. And then Swingaroo. Honestly, nah, we could leave it at that. Kill the Leaf Crown, so that way he stays at 1 card in hand, and then he's not gonna block. Give me a cat, dude. Give me an Ocelot in this game is so much more fun. Okay, nope, he's back to stalling. Another priest. Nice. It doesn't mean shit, but maybe I'll let it live for a turn. Is that what we should do? Just to see what happens. Let's grab this sacred. No, I just want to draw cards. Yes. More life gain, please. Swingaroo. Kill the priest. Now he has exactly 6 damage on board, but he doesn't know we have a second Flage in hand. And plenty of cards in the graveyard. Oh, you know what? We need 1 more card in the graveyard. This Flage is going to look really good in the graveyard. He is stalling out. Draws a land. Beautiful. We can go ahead and play this Arena. Hit some more burdens up. Go ahead and play the Raptor. Give me a cat. Galvanic Discharge. 1, 2. And then... do we just play the Jengatha? We'll just play the Jengatha. Swing. Swing. Honestly, swing. And then... we'll just do some damage to you. Yeah, we can pay. Flage can get flying. And that's game. Arena stalled till the end? Think we are? Okay. Holy shit. That was a stall and a half. We won the game. Let's jump straight into the next one. Alright, we're facing Beedrill here. Let's fucking go. Beedrill, one of my favorite Pokemons. One of my favorite Pokemon back in the day. I shouldn't say back in the day. It was back in like X and Y, which was almost 10 years ago, or 10 years ago at this point. But, alright. I am not in love with this hand, but we're going to keep it. I think we're facing the mirror. We could be facing a few things, but looks like it's the mirror. And he gets an Ocelot turn 1 as well. So, we're in a Flooded Strand into a Sacred. Honestly, we'll just Flooded Strand into a Plains, because we don't really need the Sacred. And this is just to, I guess I'll match him turn 1 if he just wants to swing with his Ocelot. But he could very easily have a better hand than me. He Galvanics, which I would say is the better card to have than Flage. And swings. Okay, we'll Arid Mesa. Again, we can just let this enter tapped and then we'll guide. So, he still swings with Ocelot. Hopefully we don't die to a second Galvanic. But next turn we could start flaging it up. A Bombardment. That fucking sucks. Alright, we just let this go through then. It's probably worth blocking, because then we could actually kill. We'll go ahead and drop a mountain, and then we're going to drop our Flage. Attempting to kill the Ocelot. Attempting. He's just going to bombardment it. But I want him to sack it nonetheless, so. Sack it, do your 1 damage, and move on. It's okay. You get 1 kitty a turn now, bud. Plus, I am now in Flage territory. With an Arena of Glory in hand. So you're about to get swung at for, I don't know, 12? You know what? Flage counts as one of these cards in my discard pile. So I need 1 more discard. Which I don't want to be another Flage, but it might have to. Unless we draw... No, we can't even draw an Arid Mesa. He's gonna Johnny. Which I think he's just gonna proc immediately. Now, hopefully he zeroes him, and we could just Flage in hand. He does zero him. We get a Marsh Flats, which is awesome. We're just gonna do the marshy things. Grab this Sacred, let it enter tapped, and then we're gonna Flage his Ajani. Which is nice. Brings us in the game a little bit more. On this next turn, we're going to get to Arena a Flage in, swing for 6. At least. He plays a Fable. Okay. That kind of sucks, but we'll take it. You get a Galvanic, which is nice. We'll drop this Arena. Drop our... Oh, fuck! Cancel. Activate the Arena, then drop our first Flage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit. And get a nice little double proc action. So we'll just go here. And then swing. And... do I go for face? Nah, we'll kill the cat. It was dumb to kill the cat. You could deal your 1. We are going to hold on to the Galvanic. Because anything he plays, we're just going to discharge. He plays his own Flage. Which he won't get to cast next turn. There's no way we're about to see a second Flage. Oh, are you fucking kidding? Okay. That sucks ass. Alright, he's at 5 cards with Flage. So we just... kinda need to wait. We're gonna hold the Galvanic. I think it's a waste to blow it right here. We draw an Ocelot. Okay, we are gonna target the kitty. He sacks, which is cool. This does put him in Flage range, which is kind of dumb of me. We're just gonna One Ring. And we'll tap it right away. Stasis Prison on the One Ring? What an asshole. Ocelot? Or... do we fragment the Kiki? I don't think I want to pay this. I'm gonna fragment the Kiki. You can sack it, bud. Honestly, I should have fragmented the Stasis. I don't know what I'm doing. He gets a Raptor. It doesn't proc. We are gonna kitty cat it up. And then pop Jingotha to hand. We need to discard one more card to play a Flage, which we could really use. His Goblin Bombardment is fucking us up. If we had one, we would be in a much better spot. He's just gonna go for face, play Flage. There she blows. Alright. We just need a card we can discard. Like a Flage. We'll take this. And then we get to cast it. Ooh, wait. We get to Arena, cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Targeting Flage again. He's just gonna Goblin us. God, this is such a fucking grind. Hit me, dude. You have Jingotha, but we'll just swing. Swinging is way better than not swinging with Flage. You gotta keep the stasis up. Let's see what you drew. Not a land. That sucks. Please don't combo into anything. Into a second bombardment. Oh, it only took 6 turns. I should have just played the Jingotha. But it's okay. NEFFs! Good game! That was a grind and a half, but we won the mirror. Honestly, we only won because of luck. I don't think he really made any misplays. I made a misplay with that Stasis Prison. Okay, last game of the day. A Johnny, Ragavan, Flage, Stasis, 3 lands. We'll keep. I think Stasis is just an enchantment. Is he going first? He is going first. Are we facing the mirror? Let's find out. Not a mirror. Could... Well, not a combo either. Alright, we'll go Marsh into... Honestly, we can just grab some Plainses, play that Ocelot. Does he fuck us up? We get the kitty out. Does he fuck it up now? Brainstorm. Okay. Pass, my dude. I need to build a timeless blue deck. I've always been a huge blue fan. It's just I don't have the cards. I naturally drew a lot more red, white, green cards than really any of the other colors, black and blue. So, Archive Trap. Oh, we're facing that kind of deck today. That's not terrifying. Okay. Alright, well, we need to get shit going tomorrow. Not tomorrow, yesterday. And a glimpse? Okay, we're just gonna Sacred into a Johnny. And then swing. We have maybe 2 turns. But we know that we cannot use that Arid Mesa because of the Archive Trap. If your opponent searches their library this turn, you can pay 0 for this spell. Yeah, fuck that. He plays a Mesmerizing Orb, so I don't think he has much in hand. At least we can Flage pretty easily now. We could also Stasis Prison this orb. That fucking sucks. Okay. We are gonna Stasis Prison this orb. Yeah. Dash mine, buddy. Go ahead and Sacred Foundry again. Do we Ragavan? I think we'll just play Guide. Shit, maybe I should have Ragavanned. It's okay. And we'll just swing with everything. And get some more kitties. Alright, we win next turn. He plays a Ruin Crab. This poor mill deck. Field of Ruin. I don't think he takes us. Doesn't destroy my Sacred, which sucks. Mills me one more, but... And we get up lanes. We'll take it, though. Okay. Yeah, we'll pay. And I guess to finish us off, we don't have any lands left in our deck, right? To finish us off, let's just cast Plage, kill this Ruin Crab. Then we're gonna swing with everything. We'll go ahead and add some counters to our Ocelot. And that's GG. No! It's not GG. We'll play the Arid Mesa, but we're not gonna crack it. Fuck. I should have fragmented the Ruin Crab. Oh no, I couldn't fragment and Flage. Well, he needs to win right now. He's got to mill 15 cards. Let's see, he could Glimpse. He's probably sitting on an Archive Trap. But I don't think there's anything he could do. There's definitely things he could do for 5 mana. Oh, he just killed himself. Alright, that's the last game, y'all. I hope everybody enjoyed. This one was fun. Let's run it back to the deck list real quick. Honestly, this bad boy was a pretty fun one to run in best of one. Obviously, I'm a little low down the rank totem pole. I haven't played too much, like I said, for Arena, but still a game I enjoy a boatload. Flage is a 10 out of 10 card for this deck. Absolutely makes it broken. A Johnny's nice. I kind of wish I got more bombardments throughout the game, but I never did. I definitely got plenty of Ragavans, though. Overall, I'm going to leave the deck list down in the description. If you guys want to see more Magic videos, comment, like, give a sub Reno, and we will catch y'all. I do also stream every Wednesday with my brother, but we're playing Project Moon games. So Lobotomy Corporation we just finished up. Now we're playing Library of Ruina, so we'll be doing that. It is kind of a card-based game-ish. If you want to see that stream, feel free to join us then. Otherwise, I'll catch y'all next time. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.